Hello dear students, in this video we are going to study the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. To understand the effect of temperature on rate, we observe its effect on rate constant. So remember my dear students that we directly do not understand the effect by rate, but we should study the effect of temperature on the rate constant. To see the effect, observe the following graph. I am going to show you a graph, my dear students. You need to observe it well. This graph sometimes is also called the Maxwell-Boltzmann's energy distribution graph. Here on the x-axis we have taken the fraction of molecule that possess some energy. Here we have taken the kinetic energy. This is the limit which is known as the threshold energy. This is the curve for the temperature T, and this is the curve for temperature T plus 10. So here what do? We take two different reaction. For the same reaction, we first initially take the temperature T and then we make the temperature T plus 10. So ultimately we increase the temperature by 10 degree. Now let us understand what this shaded part explains us. When it comes to the reaction that takes place at temperature T, there are this part, this shaded dark shaded part represents the fraction of molecules possessing energy greater than or equal to threshold energy. Remember my dear students, in book it is written as greater than or equal to activation energy, but actually it should be threshold energy. So this is the fraction of molecule which are possessing the energy more than or equal to the threshold energy. Now what happens? We increase the temperature by 10 degrees. So the new temperature is T plus 10. So the kinetic energy of the many molecules increases. So the number of molecules that are possessing energy greater than or equal to threshold energy by increasing the temperature of 10 increases, and that is why more number of molecules possessing the kinetic energy more than or equal to threshold energy are also shown here by the dotted region. So initial only this much of molecules were there which were possessing the kinetic energy more than threshold energy, and there is possibility that they can be converted into products. But if we increase the temperature, you can see here that more number of or extra molecules are added to this region, so that the number of molecules which can be converted into products turns almost double. And that is why when we increase the temperature by 10 degree, the rate constant of the same reaction turns double. This is what I wanted to prove using this graph. So here I am just explaining in the word here that this region which is darkly shaded is the fraction of molecule with energy equal to or more than the threshold energy at temperature T. These represent dotted region represent the extra fraction of molecule that are added whose energy equal to or more than the threshold energy at temperature T plus 10. From the above graph we can see that two curves, one at T temperature and second at T plus 10 temperature. When temperature is T1, the fraction of molecules that have energy equal to or greater than the threshold energy is represented by the dark black shaded region. Now the temperature is increased and made T by 10. Kinetic energy depends upon temperature, so temperature increases, kinetic energy of molecule also increases. Thus apart from the dark black shaded region, T plus temperature, that is the more extra molecules represented by dotted region are added having the energy more than or equal to the threshold energy. Thus the fraction of molecule is doubled. Thus the rate constant K is even doubled. Thus we can say that for a chemical reaction with rise in temperature by 10 degree or 10 Kelvin, the rate constant is nearly doubled. The temperature dependence of rate can be explained by the Arrhenius equation. This Arrhenius equation is written below. So Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A into E to the power minus EA by RT. This is our first equation. Let us study each term in this equation in detail. So we'll try to understand the terms present into this equation. Here we have A, which is known as the Arrhenius constant. It is also known as the Arrhenius factor. It is also known as the frequency factor. It is also known as the pre-exponential factor. EA is known as the energy of activation. EA is ETH minus ER. R is the gas constant. T is the temperature in Kelvin. And collectively, E to the power minus EA upon RT represents the fraction of molecules having energy more than or equal to the threshold energy or activation energy, which was shown in the dotted region or which was shown in the dark shaded region. Arrhenius constant is actually represent the orientation factors. Here K is known as the rate constant. Taking natural logarithm both the side, ln K is equal to minus EA upon R into 1 upon T ln A. Now we know that ln K is equal to 2.303 log K, ln A is equal to 2.303 log A. So just by putting the values, we can write here 2.03 log K is equal to minus E upon RT 2.03 log A. If we divide the whole equation, or if we multiply the whole equation with 1 divided by 2.303, we get 2.303 log K by 2.303 is equal to EA divided by 2.303 RT plus 2.303 log A divided by 2.303. This 2.303 cancels and we get log K is equal to minus EA upon 2.303 R into 1 by T plus log A, which can be again written as this: log K is equal to minus EA upon 2.03 R into 1 by T plus log A. Now we can study these two equation number 3 and equation number 2 here. Here if we in equation number 2, if we take y-axis as a log K ln K and x-axis as a 1 by T, this EA upon minus EA upon R is considered as a slope for the graph, and ln A is the y-axis intercept. Same way, if we plot a graph for log of K versus 1 upon T, log of A will be the y-axis intercept and the slope will be minus EA upon 2.303 R. So here you can see that for the equation number 2, I have plotted a graph of ln K versus 1 upon T. Here you can see that ln A is the y-axis intercept and the slope AB by BC is equal to, here you can see that the slope AB by BC is equal to minus EA upon R. Same way for the equation number 3, if I plot a graph of log of K versus 1 by T, I will get a straight line. The y-axis intercept is log of A and the slope is equal to minus EA upon 2.303 R. So this is how we understand these equation with the comparison to their plots, and this is how we can plot the graphs. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. Happy learning.